shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on last year's national champions, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Receiver comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Watkins.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Vols can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Volunteers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll toss it to the left. Turning it on! Look out, he's got room! Smashes through the tackle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generate an explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wide out. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They got the completion, and the quarterback's happy. He got a completion, stats looking good. He's like, wait a minute, dude, stop hitting me. Please protect me a little bit better up front.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Bears the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. He's got him still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
So now on comes the field goal unit. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. The 10. Slippery slide.
this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Harrison. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Vols can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it on the line. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The Vols are on the move. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Newton. There he goes. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown ball.
There's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by a field goal over San Jose State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll go to the ground, finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Back open in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Volunteers decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the tailback. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have...
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. on second down. The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pucks it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs behind the line. It's Newton. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. A little release to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field. But the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Vols will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Second and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception. Turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The offense changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the Michigan offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was...
He lofts one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Wide open space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Harrison. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's Newton. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Turning it on. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Volunteers are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man out of the backfield. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Inside the 50. The 20. Inside. And he's going to take it all away. Touchdown, Tennessee. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball is going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a crease, it's Davison. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Snap it to the back. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Caught in the backfield. It's Davison. There he goes. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So here is the Tennessee offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand. Right now, they were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Newton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Tolzien. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
How about the decision coming up for this coach? You've got to decide, do I want to kick this field goal, take the lead, take my chances on defense, or do I feel confident I can get this 1st down, hold off a little bit, and maybe do that as the time expires and get the win?
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. With the run on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Kneel down for a second time to drain as much time as possible off the clock and set up their kicker for the game-winning field goal attempt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. To the option. Now the toss. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the fourth quarter on 4th and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jefferson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Grab near the marker. It's Newton. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. To go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Making side adjustments here. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Second and 10. He'll throw again. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good. especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Quarterback making checks. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent. Does a portal help level this out a little bit, which